Yeah, what up, everybody? Welcome to Tinfoil Fitted.
Yes,
Once
sir.
again,
In the
appreciate y'all
building.
for being here tonight.
Hell yeah.
We got
Thank
a
y'all for
pretty good
checking in.
one. Hell yeah, we got a crazy one tonight. Ticks as bioweapons.
Craziness.
Is it true? Did it really happen? What holds weight in this theory? What doesn't? Um,
Who would have thought? I never would have thought.
what's crazy is I want to say the same, but I feel like I definitely yeah, like they did that shit.
I
As
mean,
no surprise.
it's the government, bro. I really don't trust anything they do,
Nah, damn
to be
thing
honest with you. I don't care who's in office. I don't care who's in charge. I just don't trust the government as a whole.
at all.
Yeah, bro. So, yeah. This one's going to be a good one. Another crazy one. It's crazy how many shows we have had about animals and shit.
It is actually like theory. Yeah,
Mhm.
conspiracies surrounding animals. That's a good point. And what's crazy is that I can think of a whole bunch more. Like we haven't even gone through all of them yet.
Nowhere near this. Like, we just at the tip of the iceberg, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't even think we did birds yet.
we didn't do birds. Shout out to Nick from Unlocked North. I've been hearing a lot about. We did octopus.
Yeah,
We did the dolphin. We did the octopus. We did pandas. But like, we didn't do any like dinosaurs, dragon, bro.
yeah.
Here's a good one for you. Random conspiracy theory I seen today. Picture a T-Rex. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now picture a T-Rex skeleton. Those two little tiny arms down here. Take them from down here, put him on his back, bro, and turn him into wings and tell me what you got.
Hell yes. Even without doing that, it's still a bird
It's a goddamn bird.
or a dragon.
Or a dragon. But it's a bird, bro. Like, I think we got a lot wrong when it comes to these fossils and the behavior of dinosaurs and animals back then, bro. I think we got a lot mistaken.
Did we, or do we know exactly what it is, and this is what they want us to?
That's what they want to know. True.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Because you can't believe nothing. Believe what is it? Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, or something like that.
Yeah.
Be attentive, be smart. Trust your gut, man. You gotta trust your gut a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I say this
feel wrong, it's
Smithsonian
wrong.
admitted to destroying skeletons and bones of giants. You don't know what the hell else they did.
Exactly.
Found
Exactly.
a dinosaur, a bird or a dragon, whatever. Flip this bone backwards, construct this bone because it's missing. We didn't find it. And, yes, T-Rex.
Yep. History is his story, bro. Whoever is in charge at the time writes the book. And what can we say?
We in the era of the Rothschild Rockefeller.
Bruh. But it's funny because at the same time, we're in such an era of disclosure and information being shared that is, I feel like it's almost impossible for them to get away with it like they used to. Like they had to evolve just like we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We also in a crazy age where anybody can get rich if
that's facts.
Yeah. It wasn't like that before. Like, old money's old money for a reason because they made it impossible for you to do shit. Today,
that's facts.
It feels probably more impossible than it ever did, but it's not anybody can get rich if you know what you're doing beyond your shit, whatever, you could get just as rich or richer than they.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Right shit, right time.
I'm in, suicide.
You do the right. Yeah, they'll unalive you. You do the right thing at the right time, though. You almost guaranteed to get rich nowadays, just because the internet, man.
Yeah.
People can see your stuff, buy your stuff. You don't have to have a physical store. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier.
Yep.
The reach is a lot bigger, greater. So it's cool. I think it's a great time. And like I say, with AI being used the right way, we can kind of peer into the future. We can run the same algorithm, you know what I mean, for 1,000 years and see where we at, that type of thing. So not only
that became millionaires already off of like using Chat GPT and stuff like that.
I'm saying,
stupid stuff.
Creating a battle plan or a business plan or whatever, to take over whatever specific market you're looking for. I mean, shit. Somebody just did the whole war plan. Somebody in the White House just did their war plans on ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT. And you could see like the format when he was like showing the slideshow, the ChatGPT format, like they're using it in the White House, bro. So
that's crazy.
I mean, yeah. I feel like a lot of the disclosure has to happen because we're going to find out otherwise. So they might as well get in front of it and let us know.
I mean, yeah.
For most things. Maybe not everything, but most things.
Yeah. What's crazy though is that the people that really know stuff are just going bye-bye.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about that next week for sure.
Yeah.
Anybody who has ideas, inklings, knowledge, information that could be detrimental to the people running the show, definitely get eliminated, bro.
Oh yeah.
And we just fed the same story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And it's the same like pattern over and over. Like whenever we're supposed to find out about a certain type of thing, everybody that actually has the information disappears, and then they tell us about it, what that thing was, but now they can tell us whatever they want about that thing because the people who know ain't here to say otherwise.
To deny it or exactly confirm it. Yep. Dangerous, man. And it's been the same game for a long time, like Operation Paperclip and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, keep quiet. We'll move you over here, use you till we done with you, and then you'll disappear too.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's off topic. As usual, we get off topic. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see y'all tapping in too, man. What it do?
Can you imagine being in like Congress or the military or something? They go and tell you something, and you're just, I don't want to hear this shit.
Bro, I don't want to know nothing, bro. Don't tell me nothing, bro. Nothing. I don't want to be on the list. I don't want to classify level. Nothing, bro.
No.
Please don't. And
want to be a man eater.
That's why I like them facts, bro. That's why I like the whistleblowers who are smart about it. Like, they stay low key, they stay anonymous. Granted, it take a little bit from the credibility because we can't find out the background on this person and all that, but for their safety, man. Yeah, I mean, can't be too mad at them. You don't want to just disappear. So,
shit is crazy.
Hell yeah, bros. It's nuts out here, so y'all be safe.
Definitely.
Duval.
Three Blind Mike in the building.
Shout out to my boy Duval.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hell yeah.
He can see through the bullshit.
He definitely sees through the bullshit. My man Jordan in the building.
Jordan in the building, the past, present, and the future. Reptile
Yes, sir.
enclosures. Shout
Hell
out
yeah.
to the homie, bro. He done quit the job and went full time. Hell yeah.
That's so major, bro. That's goals, man.
Hell yeah. Congratulations to you, bro. That's what's
Doing
up.
what you love. Hell yeah.
Hell
Salute.
yeah. Bro, it always makes me feel so good to like see other people shining and shit.
Facts, bro.
Love it.
I love it.
Got
Homie
Brave.
Brave.
What up?
What do, my boy?
Got G-Paul.
G-Paul in the building. I
Oh,
was
if you
just on
guys
his show.
Yeah, if you guys didn't catch that, bro, go check that out. That was super fire.
I had a blast, bro. Shout out to G-Paul. Shout out to Mike, bro. I had a blast, man. Good times, bro. Salute to y'all.
Like, yo, good shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, man. They made it easy. You know what I mean? Conversation flowed. It was natural. Great questions. Questions I've never been asked before. So
yeah,
it was dope.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shout out to G-Paw. Shout out to Mike, man.
We got Mo in the building.
Mo, what it do?
Up.
Appreciate you tapping in on the vertical.
We're gonna be talking about ticks being used as bioweapons
in the past, present, and future.
Yes. We got
Mendoza.
Dennis in the building.
Shout out to my boy Dennis. Go Birds, man. You see the shirt. Yeah, let's get into it. I guess we're sunflower seeds, y'all.
Where did the theory started or whatever? And I'm not too sure that it necessarily started with this guy's book. I forgot the guy's name, but dude wrote a book in like the 70s, 80s or something. It's called Bitten. And it's basically about ticks being able to carry diseases and spread disease and government experiments and all that shit. So that's kind of what like fueled the theory and made it, like mainstream popularized it. But what made it really stick around is when people started researching it and stuff during that time era, especially too. Research for ticks, mosquitoes, and all types of insects actually was being done on Plum Island right up in New York and shit.
Yep, Plum Island.
Seeing if insects could be vectors to carry diseases and spread them to other humans or animals, or like just trying to find out what they can do with it. That was during the Cold War era. And at the end of the Cold War, he supposedly signed a treaty saying, what's it called? Something bioweapon.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it because I wrote that, or I remember getting that. Oh, where is it?
So basically, it's a treaty saying that we won't use bioweapons no more. But
against each
personally, I think that's bullshit. I think they're still researching that and going on with that. If you know about like apocalypse scenarios and doomsday prepping and all that shit and zombies, that in Kentucky, I think it is. There's a cattle farm out there that's owned by the government, and where everybody knows that it's not a secret that they experiment on shit out there. So
hell yeah,
yeah. That's where a
Same
lot of
thing.
zombie theory actually comes from, because whatever, I forgot exactly what it is that you're doing out there on them cows, but it makes them kind of like brain dead in a sense. So
Uh-huh.
where, I mean, it's a fucking cow, so it doesn't do much, but if it was to be in a human or another type of animal and shit, it makes you not be able to tell the difference between right and wrong. So you just do some wild shit, and that's what, basically kind of act like a zombie.
Shit's scary, bro. That shit's scary, man.
Yeah, it is kind of scary.
My first thought, what if it mutates inside the body of the tick or the bug or the mosquito or the fly or whatever?
See, that's exactly like what the doomsday prepper people, or probably anybody that knows about the shit, thinks. That's what they think is going to happen, is that mosquitoes and shit and bite those cows, then go bite a human, transfer that shit to a human.
Okay.
And we got
Zoonotic
human zombies out
transfer.
there. Yeah.
Zoonotic transfer. I know if let me word this correctly. If you're going to war against a country that has a less than hospitable climate for humans, or it's a place that you can't really get to very easily, Vietnam, you know what I mean? Like we had trouble there. The mountains over there on the Arabian Peninsula, like all those mountainous areas over there, we can't easily access and we don't work. Now, what if you just drop a whole bunch of bugs that all got, a disease and just go back to the crib and wait?
Yeah.
They'll never know. They'll think it's just random. You know what I mean? Like, you can decimate the population enough to where in a couple of years you can just walk over there literally and take over. You probably don't even got to go over there to take over. They'd probably be begging for help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you never had to put your people in danger. But if the zombie apocalypse was going to start, that'd be it, bro. That's it. 100%. Shit mutate. Somebody up in the mountains turn to the hills have eyes. They start biting each other, transferring it around. And we in World War Z.
This shit is crazy.
Bro. And it's so easy.
Yeah, that's what's the thing is. It's not like this is some far-fetched idea. They literally just probably activate this overnight if they wanted to.
The numbers are crazy because I'm sure y'all have seen the videos of people walking out in their pastures to check on their cows and just seeing literal empty containers full of ticks, baby ticks, like
So I have
boxes, bags. A dude opened a PVC thing. You know what I mean? It looked like a bomb, but it had two end caps on it. So he took the end cap off and immediately thousands of little ticks came out, bro. All these videos all over the place.
Yes,
and I don't personally get it. If it's Lyme disease, we got a vaccine and I don't know. I just don't get the long game yet, I guess.
Well, I'll get into two things. So I tried to find actual, like, legit evidence of people finding these boxes full of ticks in fields and shit like that. And there is no credible evidence. And shit.
I know, because it's so easy to just go put it there or go find it in your own. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the AI too.
I agree. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that's what's crazy. But then So the long game right now, in this one supposedly,
Yep.
is that they're spreading these ticks that bite people and then make them allergic to the meat from mammals. So any red meat like beef, pork, lamb, shit like that.
Okay. Shout out to the
Um,
live.
the crazy part is that the people that form this allergen to the red meat, um, the new like 3D printed meat and lab grown meat and all that shit doesn't have the same effect. Even though they tell you it's real meat or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this meat doesn't affect these people and shit. They can eat it. They can go back to, having their steak, enjoying their burger and the things they love. So that would definitely greatly increase the market for that industry, for the lab grown meat industry.
Okay.
Shit. Yeah.
That's
The theory is that they're creating their own customer base. Because the idea of
demand
lab
and
grown meat
demand.
right now, like, I don't want to eat that shit. That tell me, nah, I'm not eating it.
No.
What's crazy too, though, is a lot of people have already been eating it for years without knowing, because it's in the stores without labels. There's no direct evidence, but one of the major theories, and one that I definitely would assume, is Walmart. If you get meat from Walmart and shit, a lot of people do, because a lot of people where you live, that's your only store, grocery store is Walmart and shit.
Yep.
Down by Amishville, that was the only grocery store, was Walmart. That's where we got everything.
Hell
So
yeah.
I already probably done ate that shit, but yeah. So yeah, that's the long theory, is that they're creating their own customer base for the lab grown meat industry. The wild part is that every aspect of that theory, Bill Gates has his hands in it and owns the companies involved on all sides.
Damn it, boy. That guy.
And in 2019, right before COVID hit, they also went to Congress and specifically asked them, have ticks been studied and to use as like vectors to transfer diseases, and can you? And they won't disclose. They tell us, yeah, that this question came about in Congress, but they won't tell us, disclose the information of what the answer was. But they kind of already have, because before that even happened, we already knew that they've been doing that in Plum Island, like I said, so during the Cold War.
Damn. That's dirty, bro.
Yeah.
1945. Oh, I see it. 2019. They went up to the DOD, the Department of Defense, in Congress. But they don't have nothing else after that. That's crazy.
Yep.
You kind of brought it up real briefly. Since we're talking about like Lyme disease and shit right now, speak about Plum Island, man.
So Plum Island, just like a base off in New York, where they do all types of crazy ass experiments.
Craziness.
Like I said, a lot of bioweapon experiments on animals, on insects, on plants, just literally finding any way that they can to spread disease. That's like literally the whole thing behind it, is to spread disease. And it's on that island, so they can hopefully, keep it contained in case it's something, they make something wild. But when you're purposely creating something that you can use animals as the vectors, as the transportation for this, even though you're on an island, especially when you're that close to New York, heavily populated New York. It doesn't really seem like you're interested in containment. That sounds like you're interested in on purposely letting that shit out
Experimentation.
to the masses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Run the
Think about how
experiment.
busy New York is and shit. How many people, millions of people live there, period. But then how many millions of tourists and shit come through there daily, or
Mm-hmm.
people, still like, yeah, that's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, Pamayan's wild.
Yeah. Like I said,
RFK.
the insects, mosquitoes is obviously flying. I don't know if they can make it that far to get to New York, but then like, what about birds? A bird's gonna sit there, land in a tree, eat one of those mosquitoes,
Or have
something
one on
like
them.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look at that comment.
You fucking
Guys,
know
sorry
it.
for
You fucking know it.
Yeah, Plum Island's weird, man. RFK Jr. said he believes that the Lyme disease, the actual disease started there, was created there, and then like Posey was just saying, was like escaped, got to mainstream New York, and then just traveled across the country.
So that's another thing about the theory too, is that a lot of people think that the government created Lyme disease and shit, and that's not true. Lyme disease comes from, I forgot the scientific name and shit, but it's a certain bacteria that Lyme disease comes from, and that bacteria has been around for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah, it's fossils of it and shit.
Diseases and bacteria and shit can evolve over time, and we definitely know that we can fuck with them in labs to, make them stronger or weaker, or whatever, and shit like that. So what they say is Lyme disease as we know it today was created on Pueblo Island.
Yeah, that's better. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Because it was found, I want to say like 1895 or some shit.
Some shit like that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's crazy too, though, is that we don't, like, they don't even have to really release this shit into like a heavy populated area to, like, infect people, because we do it ourselves and shit. Like, we just rapidly multiplying, tearing down wooded areas. Yeah. So we're like heavily pushing into these areas where this shit is, and that's kind of more like the reality of how this shit's spreading. It's not so much like the conspiracy part of it.
Yeah, it's
unnatural.
We're closer to nature, so
yeah, we're pushing heavier into wooded areas. Deer populations, a lot of places are getting out of control because people done killed all the wolves and coyotes.
Yeah,
because they were scared of having them out there in the wooded areas where they want to fucking push into and live.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a crazy cycle. Hold on. CW, what up? Seth said ticks are bad outside this year. Yeah, I agree with you there. Very bad.
Like we were talking about backstage. So me and Wiz both work in the pet care industry. We see a lot of dogs and stuff every day, and we've already been seeing like a lot more ticks this year than any like before. So,
and it's early, ain't even hot yet.
Yeah, it literally hasn't even started yet. So
like it ain't even hot yet. So just wait. My kids had them on. My dog here at my house. So yeah,
39 years in the country, picked thousands of ticks. No one ever got shit till recently. No, 5 people with Ftted Lyme disease. That's crazy.
It makes sense too, especially what you and G-Paw said, bro. If they could, because I'm not gonna eat no fake meat, but if I couldn't eat real meat, I'm gonna eat some fake meat and pause on all that. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, if it came down to it and I want some bacon and they got this fake ass bacon that looks, smell, taste exactly like bacon, I'm weak, bro. I'm gonna eat that shit.
Yeah, I'll probably eat it because I already eat sus bacon. Pause. Like
That's
the
what I'm
already
saying.
cooked bacon in the box.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
do too. Just a box full of carcinogens, bro.
Yeah. There's no way that fucking half cooked pork in a box on the shelf is okay to just eat out the box. But
Later in life.
Fire,
No, bro.
shout out
It
to
is good as
Oscar
shit.
Mayer.
Oscar Mayer. I know exactly what you're talking about. Big yellow box, bro. I know.
Yep. Maybe
Nick,
like
you heard wrong, so.
2.
Hell yeah, your stomach start rumbling and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boxes of ticks might be people cloud chasing. So
Yeah.
it might be cloud chasing.
What's crazy too though is that this shit could be purposely being pushed out by, you know, whoever to like fear monger and make us, you know, get all freaking hyped up.
Discredit it right away. Or look
Be
for a
crazy
reason
what
to
if the
discredit.
ticks aren't worse this year than that we just think it is because we subconsciously think about it because they made these videos.
Could be. It could be that. Perception bias is a real thing, bro.
It is.
For sure. And it's like I never noticed how many other people have the car I have until I got the car I have.
Mm-hmm.
That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, same thing. I always catch them on me. One time, my wife found one. It was right by my nipple.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I was like fishing or something and didn't have a shirt on. And right when we got back to the trailer or to the camper, she looked at me and was like, I think that's a tick. I'm like, no way. Sure enough, tick right by my nipple.
Man, that's wild.
Yep, that was the only one I ever had.
Super crazy. I've gotten it only like 3 times. I found a tick. All 3 times, shit was in my tank.
That's usually where men have them, like near their balls, bro. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I mean, you don't. Other than like when you wash in there, you don't. That's a spot that don't really move too much.
But yeah,
unless you're in gymnastics or something. You know what I'm saying? Like then you might, but other than that, bro, like the gooch is definitely the place to be if you were tick.
Yep. I guess. I'm just like, yep.
Miss Mitzi, what it do?
What's up, Mitzi?
The homie Nick in the building too.
I had Nick's in the building. We got Mountain Morphs.
You and them. Shout out to the homie Steph.
Appreciate you guys happening. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ate off myself today. They was just crawling. Yeah. They were probably small ones too, right?
What I found
the smaller ones.
It was like this tiniest one I found ever. It was so.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a skin tag at first, and I was like, no, that's.
Did you see what Nick said? That boy be out there sunning his tank. Let me catch Nick out in the front yard sunning his tank, bro. His neighbors probably love him. I'm like, look, Janet, there he is again. Nick's over there sunning his tank across the street. Oh yeah, the waistband too, for sure. the waistband.
Yeah.
And I always catch them at my feet, like right when they come off my ankles, like off my socks onto my ankles. I feel them every time. That's usually where I get them. Yeah.
What's crazy is, at least I know 100% for sure, one of the times I was wearing jeans. I was like, how did this motherfucker get up
Wow.
here, bro? Like, how?
Wow.
I usually
Have
am
you ever
always in basketball shorts, but I know for, that time I was wearing jeans. And it's like, how the hell?
seen the like videos of them in the wild?
Like the eggs?
No, like where it's like 30 ticks on a blade of grass and they all just got their like little claws out in the air,
Nah.
just waiting
I've
for you to walk past,
only
bro,
seen
and they
like
just
the
grab you.
eggs. The eggs look crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a ball of jelly.
A jelly, yeah, yeah. Um, we pull them off. We got this cool little popper thing at work, so we pop them joints off real easily nowadays. But it used to be a pain in the ass, man. Pulling them off because you had to make sure you got the whole thing off, and
Yeah. We just freaking grab the hemostats and get real close, and yeah.
my grandma showed me, rest in peace to my grandma. She take a match, a wooden one, the long old school wooden ones that come in a box and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She always had them shits in the kitchen. She'd strike one of them, let it burn for just a few seconds, blow it out, and then touch it right to the tick. And that motherfucker will come all the way out so fast. So fast. And she just have like a index card or a credit card or something underneath it, and it literally just back right off onto the card, bro. She'd be like, yep, there's another one. I've seen people put alcohol on them, and they dry out really quickly and back out, and Vaseline like suffocate them.
Yeah,
and they can't breathe,
yeah.
and they'll back out too. Peanut butter. Okay.
I've seen too that people will put tape on it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I want to do the. Have you ever seen where they take a syringe with like a bigger mouth on it and just?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I want to see that.
I've seen those too. And
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it like all the like mouthpiece and everything all comes out.
That's a super good idea. Oh yeah,
it's pretty dope. I ran across a video of a dude just torturing bugs with syringes, bro. He put a mosquito in a syringe, pushed it closed until it was almost squishing the mosquito, and then put his finger over the end and pulled it open as fast as he could. And that bitch just exploded into like dust.
Hell yeah. That's
it was just like, dude did it to like a fly, a mosquito, like all the bugs you hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it was very satisfying. A roach. It was very satisfying, bro. What up? What up?
The rubbing alcohol though, shout out to that. If you guys have any type of problem with any freaking bug, insect, whatever, rubbing alcohol will kill it literally on contact. Also kill the eggs and dry out the eggs on contact. Any type of bug, no matter what it is.
Every bug.
If you guys, most of you guys know, obviously, that you're in here are snake breeders, get mites and stuff. That is the number one best thing you can use, and it's cheap, 98 cents.
Yep. That was my old test. Like as soon as I got him to the crib, before I put him into quarantine, I would get a paper towel, put a little alcohol so it's damp, and just let him crawl through the paper towel. And if any mites was on there, bro, they'd be on that paper towel for sure.
If you
Bro, my
buy
algorithm is
any
insane, dude.
racks or enclosures used from
I use
anybody,
that. Yep.
rubbing alcohol all over that hoe.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't know
Sanitized.
too.
And it dries
The
crazy.
standard spray top, like from a bottle of Windex or like the dollar spray bottles, any of those things, they screw right onto the bottle of alcohol. You don't even have to pour
Hell
that shit
yeah.
up. Just put it
Yep.
way to go.
And it dries up so quick, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It dries up very quick. Put something metal holding a flame under it, and there's a little screen. Oh yeah, we do that to June bugs, Jordan. We do that to June bugs. You hit them with the lighter, hit them with the magnifying glass, and they scream. But it's literally just the fluid inside their body boiling.
That's
Horrible, bro. But don't act like we was the only one burning animals with magnifying or burning bugs with magnifying glasses and shit. It's not just us. It was
no,
everywhere. What up,
everywhere
Kevin?
does it. It sounds horrible, but when you cook a lobster, that's the same thing. People think that the lobster's really streaming, but it's not. It's the same
Nah,
thing.
it's
And a
the
lobster literally is a sea insect.
Yep. Fuck, you just made me forget because you started talking about lobster. Now I want to eat some lobster.
I do
Damn
too.
it. Lobster's fucking delicious, bro. They be having that lobster truck that pull up by the dispo.
Oh,
The main whatever lobster. Yeah, bro. You be pulling up right by Sparked, bro. Yep. Yeah.
like a food truck.
Yeah, it's a food truck, bro. They do like lobster rolls,
Oh
lobster, these weird little lobster things where they in like a puff pastry bread, bro. Bro, should be smacking, bro. They was there on
we
420.
need to do cool shit like that dispensary over here, bro. What the
Yep.
hell? They lack
Lobster
it.
rolls go crazy. I love lobster to eat, bro. It's one of my favorite things in the entire world.
I like it and shit, but
What up, Kevin?
honestly, I realized as I got older, it's like super overrated.
Yeah, it is. It's not the greatest.
King crab legs, so
Crab legs go crazy.
that shit is fucking amazing.
Crab legs go crazy. And you can roll them out of the shell with a nice roller, like a nice rolling pin, and get all the meat. Pause.
So that was wild.
Bro, that garlic butter dipping sauce, bro. Ooh.
So good.
Man, crab legs go crazy, bro. But the thing that makes me scared about this whole tick, it is, trust me, it is we've done it before. Like we got a history of using biological warfare, even if it's not on purpose. Like we come over from another country or whatever, and we got these weird diseases, and then we start mingling with the people who ain't never experienced these diseases. They got no immune system for them. And then, whether you did it on purpose and left smallpox covered blankets around for them to use, or you was just, in the vicinity and, germs spread naturally. That's a form of biological warfare that been used. I mean, back when Native Americans was running around, you know what I mean? Like when we first got to this country, we was like, yeah, let's make them sick. And then we'll just take over the land when they all gone. And it's horrible, bro. Horrible.
Next comment right here is, it said lobsters are arthropods, but not all arthropods are insects. That's facts. And
That's facts.
Ticks, if people didn't know, are not insects either. They're actually arachnids.
Arachnids, yep.
And so are mites. We were talking about mites.
Mites are too. Yep. Lobsters and roaches are related to each other, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Shrimp. I seen a cat, bro. Have you ever seen them gigantic sea isopods? They look like big old just huge.
Literally look like that one Pokemon.
Yeah. And they be cooking them, bro, and eating them overseas somewhere, bro. It's horrible to me because I've seen sand fleas, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the chills right now just thinking about it, bro. They make me feel some kind of way, but it don't stop me from going to the beach or nothing. But like, Like you can go to any beach in America, bro, and pick up a handful of sand, and when all the sand run out of your hand, you'll have 50 million sand fleas bouncing around in your hand, dude. And it's just tiny little isopods. So, or sand lice, sand fleas, sand fleas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people eating them like big isopods though, like the meat looks exactly like crab and lobster and probably tastes the same.
It probably
Like
is the same
shrimp
taste.
probably and everything, but like
Yep.
I don't know why, bro. Seeing that one, like I can't do that one.
Yeah, I know. Crayfish is probably where I draw the line. That's the smallest thing that I can eat. Shrimp
Pause.
probably will be there too. Good pause. Shrimp is there too.
Yeah.
Cause they got faces and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I don't really like crayfish. Like it doesn't have the same taste as like shrimp
it
or
don't.
lobster or nothing.
It don't. And they're all it all really depends on what it's cooked with, man.
Yeah, I'll eat it if it's like cooked, like mixed in with some shit, but like how people just take them and like suck it out the shell and shit like that. Pause.
Yeah.
I don't like it like that. It doesn't taste good.
I like it when it's you got everything else that goes with it. You got your potatoes, you got your corn, you got your andouille sauce. You know what I mean? Like rice. You just like make a gumbo almost.
Yeah.
But it's not thick.
That's
It's not thick. It's a little watery, a little more watery. But I've done, a simple bag of Old Bay, threw that in a boiling pot and called it a day, bro. You know what I mean? Like, depends on how much time I got. My favorite thing to do is probably put it on a grill. Like, if I had a choice, I'd throw lobster on the grill, bro. That should go crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That should go crazy.
Damn, I'm so hungry now.
No, you started, bro. You said lobster. I'm trying to think of. Hold on, where was my? Oh yeah. The
So you're gonna
program.
fish.
Yeah, I don't want no isopods, bro. Don't bring me no isopods. Don't cook them shits up. Shrimp, I would. Yes, sir. We'll be there. Both of us, Jordan.
Oh yeah, actually, I got the day off today for
Nice.
June Tinley.
Hell yeah. Damn, they had a thing where they were talking about all the other diseases that they wanted to put inside the ticks, and now I can't find it.
I didn't really see much except for like mutated version of Lyme disease and this I forget what it's called, but the thing that's making people allergic to the red meat.
To the meat, yeah. And that's crazy because it's the one specific protein that you end up being allergic to in the meat. And I really, bro, when stuff has odds that are astronomical, tend to look at it twice or look at it funny, bro. Cause like the odds of that disease attacking that one protein in humans that make it that they can't eat meat, animal meat, and the Bill Gates thing and the WHO thing and the Lyme vaccine and the uptick in ticks over the past couple years, maximizing in this year. Like, what is really going on, bro? Like, when it's a lot of things that are astronomically, if you bet money on it, you would lose, but it happened. I tend to look at it twice, bro. The shit lines up a little too right for me, bro, to think it's just accidental. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It lines, and deer too. Deer is definitely a part of the issue. Like Posty said at the beginning, like a lot of it is our intervention in fucking up nature. That's a lot of it. If not the majority of it comes from us fucking up nature. You know what I mean? We push up close to the woods. I live next to the woods, bro. Yeah, I mean, so we push right up close to the woods and kick the deer out, kick the coyotes out, bro. I could walk through my entire patch of woods in a minute and a half, but I see deer, coyote, rabbits, foxes. I've seen all the animals in that patch. You know what I'm saying? And we moving them, and they all on top of each other. Of course, shit gonna go crazy. Of course.
I was just thinking about it.
Jamie,
Fucking
what up?
when we lived in the woods and shit like that, we had like a couple acres of woods and shit on our property. And my dog, she used to take off. She literally wouldn't come home for like 3 days sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And out of a couple of years of living there, she came home with a tick on her one time.
Can I ask you a question? And I'm gonna ask y'all this in the chat too. Think about how many times a night when you was out riding your bike trying to get home before the sun or before the street lights came on, or you out in the dark playing Ghost in the Graveyard or whatever the case may be. Think of how many times you walked up or ran up on a possum. And then think about how few possums you see nowadays.
Yeah.
And they are number one tick eaters, bro. Number one. It's a thing, bro. And you could attribute it to the number of cars increasing. You could attribute it to us encroaching on nature. You could attribute it to a lot of things. But
even when I was down by the
Amish
and shit, it's not heavily populated with people or anything like that. They're still not very. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a possum actually.
Don't see him very often no more. Shout out to Brandon, because I think he just rescued one, PNPB. Awesome. I think he just made a reel. But like, I remember living in apartments, bro, and hating to go to the garbage because it was always a possum in the dumpster. Mm-hmm. I hate it when I would stay at my grandma's for the summer. I hated taking the garbage out to the garbage cans because it was always a possum there.
You remind me of this one freaking apartment building we lived in and shit when I was like a teenager. I hated it because when you went through the front and shit, there's bushes on both sides and they were closed. Like when you walk through there, you touch the bush.
Yeah.
And there was a possum in there and shit. You touch it and you're just like, oh, fucking bolt for that door.
Bro, I used to see him all the time, bro. There's been times where possum stopped me from getting in my door because it was just there sniffing around. They've been under my porch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to see them quite often. Like, go outside at random time, shine a light in the tree, you see a possum's eye shining, bro. But now, you don't even see them hit on the side of the road like you used to. You know what I mean?
What's crazy when I see them now, though, and shit, it's like, I know they're not going to do shit. It's like, oh, hey, possum, step right over them.
Yep. And they do the same shit. And then just fucking keep going on about their business, bro. And the funniest thing about them, they damn near blind, so they don't even know what you are or what you look like. Yeah. They just like a shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like a big thing. And it's, I don't know, bro. And I don't see that anymore though. Another thing, not necessarily to do with ticks, but I don't see as many bats as I used to, bro. I used to go outside, bro, and before the sun completely was gone, you would think it was a million fucking birds in the sky. No, shits was bats, bro, flying around, getting it in. I don't see them very many anymore.
There was a lot of them. Like I seen them here and there when I was in the Amish town, especially like when I was on the ranch and shit. We had them in the barn. But here where I live now and shit, which is actually right by the woods, there's a shit ton of fucking bats over here. Like,
I see a few of them, bro. I see a few of them. But nothing like I used to, bro. And I mean, I used to see them every night, all night long. When was the last time you saw a lightning bug?
Last summer.
Yeah.
I don't think it's warm enough for them to come out yet.
I don't see very many of them anymore, too. Or maybe it's just
not a lot. The number of them.
Maybe it's a fake memory. Yeah. But I remember, bro, it used to be so many fireflies around me as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It
Tons of
just,
them.
it just everywhere.
So what's crazy is one thing that I noticed with the fireflies is I'm sure you probably did this when you were a kid. You'd be able to catch them and then smash them on the ground and write your name with it and shit.
Yeah, yeah, smear 'em and shit.
Uh, I try to teach that to my kids, and you can't do that and shit. Like you get like not even one line, and then that
Oh
shit's
yeah,
already gone.
yeah. We used to run around all night with that shit, bro.
Yeah, it's
I used to
crazy.
put that shit on my face. Like I rub it in like over my eyebrows. I put it on my hat, my shoes. You know what I'm saying? We just smear firefly juice on, and it glow all night, bro. We play hide and seek or whatever, and it'd be fun because all you see is a little like green trails, you know, tromping through the woods, bro. It might be us, Nick. It might be us. If 100,000 kids did that every summer, you're right. You're right.
I mean, maybe.
It's pesticides. It's the damn pesticides, bro. 100% pesticides killing everything. They're trying to kill one specific thing and they're killing everything, bro.
Man,
It's sad.
often the fireflies, often the bees,
The bees,
the ants. I don't
the
see little
ants.
ant hills as often as I did
Nope.
anymore either.
Not unless you go south.
It's been a minute
Where,
since I've seen an ant hill.
yep. It's been a minute since I heard about somebody really complaining about ants in their house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We used to, like, when I lived down south, we used to get them fucking sugar ants all the time, them little tiny,
Oh yeah,
damn
tiny,
near
tiny
transparent ones. Yeah, bro, they make me sick. But they literally just wanted sweets, bro. Like they come in, they make a beeline to whatever kid dropped whatever sweet, and then they be back outside. Like it wasn't like they was trying to. Yeah, Nick, you must live in the country.
yeah.
You got huge ant piles and ants in his house. Those were the days, man. I used to catch ants and throw them on spider webs and watch what happens. Shit like that. Straight up. That was me as a
Oh,
kid,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, me
Just to see
too.
what happened, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially them crazy little corner ones where it was a perfect little flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
Dude could crawl around a little bit. Dude, that spider come out of that little crack so fast. Man, them were the days, man.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, bro. I think biological warfare, honestly, is scariest thing when it comes to war, though.
Yeah.
The outcome is unknown. The cost to fix or repair whatever actually like to get rid of the infestation afterwards is probably gonna cost more than you expected. You know what I mean? Because you can't just move in there if it's a bunch of shit or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, perfect example, bro. The fucking Black Plague, bro. That shit swept through the Middle Ages like wildfire. And it was a flea. It was fleas that did that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was fleas, bro. And then the rats. And then people was dirty back then. You know what I'm saying? Europeans, dirty as hell. So they didn't bathe and they threw garbage out the front door and all that. So like it
Like,
was easy for them to get diseases, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that just lets you know how easily and quickly a bug-borne disease can travel and spread and create chaos, man. Just look at that shit. That shit caused a whole dark ages, literally.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Changed the fucking history of the world, bro,
Although
because
yeah.
of fleas, bro. Literally. Sewage systems, plumbing, so many things change after that, bro. Like washing your ass every day. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. So many things changed, bro, after that, bro. Loofahs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's
it's
crazy, I
just,
always think about that shit too, is like, today, like you take a shower every day. That's normal. If you're not taking a shower every day, you're like, like, what's wrong with you? You dirty, and
I'd be like, what religion are you? Like, is that shit against your religion?
Like as soon as I wake up in the morning, like I could take a shower right before bed. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I feel dirty.
Just
I have to
dirty,
take a
bro.
shower. Else
I
I
sweat
can't wake
heavily
up.
at
I
night.
can't start my day. Yeah.
I
I just
sweat,
feel
bro.
yeah. No. And
These
it's like
cats are just
I'm
getting up,
sure I
throwing on
probably
clothes.
feel like that just because I'm so accustomed to showering every day. But I always think about like how do people function back? Like I can't function feeling like that. Like how do people do that? But
You
they
just
probably
roll
just
out of bed, throw on
didn't
your
get that
chaps, and go
feeling.
hop on your horse, bro. Dirty as fuck. Like you just hopping on your dirty ass horse. Y'all all just dirty, bro. You just ride to the next dirty ass town, eat some dirty food at a
And
dirty
they definitely
table.
like smelled people just they didn't think that they smelled everybody was just okay with that.
Cause
Like
it was normal to like it was just the smell of the world at the time. You know what I mean? Like you ever been to France? I bet you that's how France smells. No offense to
oh
my
man.
French people, but like that's how they say
You
France.
imagine going to like smash fucking female and she hadn't like had no type of bath in two
Mm-mm.
weeks. Oh
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Bro, it's bad enough being stuck behind that one guy at Tinley or whatever reptile show. You feel me? Like when you behind him and the crowd is at a standstill and the wind's blowing right into your nostrils. It's just peeling, his BO is peeling the skin off your face and shit. You know what I mean? You just like, yo, bro, deodorant, man. God damn.
no. Just reminded me.
Bro.
It might have been you I told. There's somebody at the last Tinley that just passed I told. It was the first Tinley where I didn't smell any
BO.
armpit stink,
Yeah.
but I definitely smelled coochie stink.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse because that's indistinguishable. You know what that is.
Yeah.
Bro, I've walked past some certain plants that smell like BO. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, so
There's
it
like some type of
stink?
tree in the neighborhood, like where I work, on the
Yeah.
like, route where I walk dogs and shit, or used to. It's like some type of tree, like white flower. That shit smells
Yeah,
horrible.
bro. So it's plants and natural
Horrible.
things that smell like BO, but like that shrimpy smell is
Yep.
something different, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the worst thing ever too though. Like being stuck in a place with somebody who BO is on 10 and you just stuck there. Like if it's like your boss or like you trying to get a
you out.
fucking
Like,
Sunny makes the taint extra stanky. I bet it does. Sweaty taint ass. Sweaty taint Nick, bro. That's your new name. Sweaty taint Nick. You trying to get a $50,000 loan at the bank and this dude's BO is kicking through his 3-piece suit and you got to pretend like you don't smell it, bro. Like, bro,
bro, I will leave.
it's not what life.
What
It's
the
not
hell?
conducive to health, bro. Take care of your. But like that goes to show you though how quickly, you know what I'm saying, like that. Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
A few years ago and shit, when I used to do Uber rides, I had these two guys that I picked up, and they smelled like bo, like crazy, crazy. I tried to roll down the windows and shit like that, and yeah, and like they must have been going out somewhere because they had hella cologne on, but it just smelled like hella cologne,
On top of
which doesn't smell good when you overdo it. You know, it doesn't matter how good your cologne is. When you put too much, it doesn't smell good. So it
facts.
smelled like cologne and hella armpit. I took them about 3 blocks. I ended the ride, and I sounds. I was like, "You guys smell." I was like, "You get the fuck
Y'all
out."
gotta go.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Y'all about to have my car smell like shit. I gotta pick up somebody else after y'all, bro.
that too. Yeah,
Straight up. Get out of here, bro. Like, this ain't even that type of podcast, but you ever like been to somebody's crib, bro, and you sit on a couch and like all the history of all the farts ever come up out of the couch cushions? Just old ass farts, cowboy farts come up out of that bitch, old slave farts and shit, Roman farts. What are the 300 farts come out of that bitch? Like, what is this, dude? Fuck are you doing, dude? Caveman farts and
Oh
shit coming out of
shit!
there. What the fuck, bro?
Oh shit!
Sorry, that was off topic as hell, but I had to say it out loud because it popped into my head. All the historic farts throughout time, bro, all in one couch. Like that couch been passed through generations of
Yeah.
people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your great grandma couch, bro. That shit got struggle farts in it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
slavery farts. It got emancipation farts and shit in there, bro. It's just
Oh
bro, I'm
shit!
telling you, bro. Yeah, bro. People houses are you could tell kind of how what people house smell like because some people you can't escape. They can't escape the smell of their house. And
Yeah,
like,
everybody's house has a different smell.
yeah, bro. And you can smell it on the people. You know what I mean? Like, I know when I'm gone for a long time and I come back home, like my wife picked me up from the airport or whatever, I can smell what my house smells like on her. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
it smells like children and fucking children and perfume and you know what I mean random vape smells and it's just oh,
That's crazy. Random people smells and shit. I just thought of this one thing. So back in the day, this one chick I used to mess around with, right?
yeah,
Every time I would stay the night at her house and shit, the next morning I'll be driving back home and I would smell this same smell every time. I mean, it was like a weird smell. Like, not necessarily bad, but just like fucking weird. And I didn't like it.
yeah,
But she didn't smell like that. Her house didn't smell like that.
really
Her bed ain't smell like that. Like, nothing's like,
that
yeah,
was her pheromones, bro.
I don't know what that was.
I'm gonna tell you a very distinct smell, bro. All bad kids under the age of like 5 smell like a weird combination of syrup, glue, syrup, glue, and balloons, bro. Like a weird, weird combination of those three things, bro. All naughty kids smell like that,
I'm
bro.
cracking up so hard because my one
It
son,
don't matter, bro.
literally since he's 1 years old since I met him until fucking today, he like 12. He smells like maple syrup.
Like syrup, bro. Like these naughty kids like syrup, bro, for no reason. It'd be like 8:30 at night, bro. I pick up cold. I'd be like, bro, you smell like syrup, bro. You was naughty today? Like who was you not?
Just came out the shower, ain't had waffles in days. It
Bro, ain't
smelled
had
like maple
waffles in
syrup.
days, bro. Ain't nobody cook breakfast, nothing, bro. You're badass, bro. That's how I know when kids are bad, bro. If I pick up your kid and he smell like syrup, he's naughty. Straight up, bro. You bad as hell, man.
Oh
Fuck.
shit.
Fuck. Naughty kids, bro. And glue. And like a balloon. Like a bag of balloons. Unblown up balloons, though.
That's
For
crazy.
real. That's what kids smell like, man. uh
That's
gas report of
why your kids smell like porno.
I imagine that's what Las Vegas smell like. As soon as you step off the
Um,
plane, that smells like Vegas.
you know what?
Cash
Vegas
and
does
porn.
have like a smell.
I don't know.
It does.
I know.
It legitimately does.
I've never been there, but I could just imagine what it smells like. Because
Yeah.
whenever I go to Florida, you could smell like the fact that coconuts grow there. You could smell the fact that like oranges grow there. You know what I mean? Like you could smell the sweet kind of fruity smell. If you're in the right part of Florida, I should say. You can smell like the sweet fruity smells just in nature. You know what I mean? The place I lived in Mississippi, it was a big factory mill that was pretty much it took up the whole town. So like the whole town smelled like food cooking like all the time. Like just from the grease and everything that was constantly being used and burned and everything like that, bro. The city I live in got a poop processing plant, so you get close enough to it and you smell poop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, become a school resource officer. I would be amazing. What is the school resource officer? I don't even know what that is.
So
Is that
when I first moved down by the Amish town, I actually wasn't like by the Amish. I was like about 45 minutes away. I was in Decatur, Illinois.
Okay.
And out there is a big processing place where they process the corn into soy. When they do the soy, bro, that shit smells. The whole town smells horribly.
Yeah.
Kind of like dog food.
I bet.
Sometimes when they go like super heavy, whatever they're processing, making, whatever, sometimes you can smell that all the way 40 miles away, 50 miles away in the Amish town.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like that's the number one memory cue that I have is my sense of smell. Like if I smell a certain thing, it'll unlock 50 million memories, bro. Like it just becomes flooded in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said,
of like gas and oil mixing, because it just reminds me of all my dad's cars that he used to fuck with, and it reminds me of being on the boat with my dad and my grandpa fishing.
Yep. The smell of the gas and oil definitely remind me of my dad and my grandpa. If I smell a wood burning stove, you know what I'm saying? It makes me think of my old ass uncles, because they just sit around in their garage. They had a garage because they, didn't let them smoke in the house and shit. So they had a cool ass garage, man, with like pool table and dartboard and shit out there, and it was just a wood burning stove in the middle to keep it warm. And they be doing their thing, drinking, smoking, playing pool, and it was my job. I could hang out there as long as I kept the fire going. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'd be sitting out there just listening to old ass dudes talk and soaking up all the game, messing with the fire the whole night, bro. And it's just little memories like that.
Beer runner.
The beer runner, yeah. Hell yeah. Because they was gonna give you a couple sips. So I'm definitely gonna run for the beer for sure.
And if I didn't get some sips, I was for sure gonna drink the backwash on my way to go get that next.
To go get the next one, 100%. That frothy ass, all that frothy ass shit in the bottom of that can. I'm slamming that shit, bro. Straight up. By like 9 o'clock, I'm drunk over there, touching the fire logs with my hand and shit because I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Literally had 7 small sips of beer and fucking lit.
Yep. Roasted, bro. Absolutely roasted. I'm not looking at no ball pythons, Nick. Morph Market is banned right now. I'm allergic. I can't be spending no money, man.
Yeah.
I already owe someone. So do you think that biological warfare will one day become the norm? Or do you think we've already gotten past that point right now? We're like drones and shit.
It's kind of hard to say because I think we are in a sense past that part. But if this shit is going on, like if Bill Gates really is behind this alpha gal shit and the cysts and the ticks to make you want the 3D printed meat and all that shit, then I guess we're not. And then also, um, the use of drones makes it just that much easier to
True.
go and
True.
like release all these insects
True.
somewhere. So
I didn't think about that. You're right.
yeah,
You're right. You just strap them to a drone and yeah, drop the pack because they've been doing that. I mean, there's drones flying stuff into jail. You know what I mean? Contraband over the wall. Did you see that dude strap the 2 Roman candles to the drone and was flying around shooting fucking Roman candle fireballs at people, dude?
no, but that's funny as
Oh
fuck.
my god, bro! I was crying, bro. It was homeless dudes and bums and shit ducking and dodging, bro. It was funny as hell, bro. It was
Imagine
funny as
whoever
hell.
flies the drone around Tinley, bro. They'd light your ass up.
Oh god, whoever had that drone at Tinley, I still don't know who that is. They came back again. Were you out there
Yeah.
with us? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
They came out there and I think we was waiting for the auction, bro.
Yeah.
And I was high, of course. So like my attention to detail wasn't the greatest and my focus is already horrible. So I have no idea. I'm looking around trying to find out who it is, but I couldn't really look for the person because there was so much other shit going on around me. So
So the first time we were outside, so
we was
that
outside
we
the
could have
first
literally
time.
been anywhere. But like you said, this time
Anywhere.
we were inside after the show, so there's not a lot of people, and we were in that little ass area.
That little area, bro. And it
Still,
wasn't anyone who was right there with us.
nope.
That motherfucker was like, shoo, 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 dipping through people's legs. I was like, what the hell is going on, bro?
They're definitely not watching like the drone itself or anything. They're watching like whatever
It
screen is
gotta
on.
be a camera. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And whoever that is a pro, man. And they was at the last 2 Tinley, so hopefully they come back.
I just want to find the footage, bro. I want to see it because you know
I
they
know.
got some dope footage.
I know. And that's why I be looking. I be looking all the time whenever I see like hashtag NARBC or hashtag Tinley or whatever. I try to I look just for that, but I never see
I literally even searched it like Tinley drone.
drone footage. Yep.
Yep,
But I
yep.
never see nothing. Do you think the reason I asked you if we were past the biological warfare is because you've seen and heard about like the mini drones and shit, the little insect drones and yeah, I mean, and all that. So like, couldn't you potentially do the same thing more efficiently with that? Let's say you got a drone that looked like a bug and you got 7 little hypodermic needles or whatever in there.
Stingers
And you
on
just,
it.
you just sting
Yeah.
7 people real quick. The motherfucker blow up. No trace of it, no nothing. And then bam, there you go. You know what I mean? You don't have to go in afterwards and do any
Yeah.
cleanup or anything like that.
Damn, yeah. So I was thinking about the expense of it. It would be easier
True.
to use like real bugs, but
True.
like you said, the biological cleanup, the aftermath of what you did, it would be
Yeah, it might be bad. And we're not
do
great.
it the way you said with the drones would be a lot easier to control.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get a disease that can only be viable for, like COVID type shit.
Long, yeah.
Like it's only viable for so long. It can only be passed after it from person to person after a certain point. You don't even got to send more drones over there. You just let the shit do it on its own. Scary, bro. Scary.
What's crazy is that like these diseases are man-made, so if they wanted to make it like that, they can make it. Do whatever the hell they want.
Oh, bro. There's so many patents for diseases. I would like for y'all to go out there and look, but just be warned, bro. It's gonna make you a little upset and scared.
And
There's
again,
patents for so many.
well, I'm not surprised, but you might be surprised whose name is on like 80% of them.
You shouldn't be, but
Rhymes with Norman Bates.
you shouldn't be surprised. But if you pay attention to the world, it'll make sense. It's all a big stage, man. And we literally just watching the show. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. And they got to tell us everything they do and show us everything they do before they do it.
Mm.
So it make us look like the wild people for talking about it. And there ain't no
What's
way they
crazy
gonna
is
tell
that
us.
like you said, we were just watching this show. What's crazy is that we're also living it. Like life literally
Living it,
is
bro.
the biggest reality show. And when I think about it that way, it just makes me want to wow the fuck out. I just want to live my life like Jersey Shore every day. Not like
Yep.
I'm lucky.
Yep.
This could be
GTL.
freaking high freaking whore. Fuck it.
GTL for life. Straight up.
T-shirt time like a motherfucker.
T-shirt time, bro. And it makes you angry because we're just pawns, numbers. Our life and shit don't really have any value to them other than what we can do to benefit them. You know what I mean? It's just why you hating on the billionaires? They need more room for their yachts. Us peasants are taking up the room for more yachts. That's a fact. And then like population control, we need to do a population control episode too. Population control is weird. Like it's been a big buzzword and a big topic that's been coming around lately. Big Bosa, what it do? Love you, bro.
Person was stares at me walking past. I'm still not used to it. Shit.
Oh yeah. You'll get
Or
there.
yesterday,
What up,
he just
Ewok Tommy?
dropped something right here. It scared the fuck out of me.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Hell yeah. You expect somebody to come through the room on you or something.
Yeah.
Straight up. Bosa, Tommy, my Florida boys in the building. Yeah, Nick. Speaking of, look at go do a little looking at your homegirl Ellen DeGeneres real quick, man. She looking a little rough nowadays, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking a little rough without access to
Literally didn't age a day my entire life. Now all of a sudden, the last like year, she's aged 50 years. Her whole life caught up to her.
It's that lack of adrenochrome, man.
Mm-hmm. As soon as
Can't
she
live
moved out
with
the
it.
country.
Can't live without it. Literally, all of them, bro. And it's so easy to see who is involved in that just because of how they look now that Epstein and everything else is gone and they ain't got that pipeline anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy to see who was actually involved in doing all that demonic stuff, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it still ain't even all done yet. I have not looked at any of the Epstein files in like 6 weeks or something. It's just too many, bro. The shit's overwhelming. And then it wears on my like consciousness as a human being. It like makes me feel heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had to give it up for a little while too for that same reason.
Yeah, bro. It was like dragging me down mentally.
Yeah. I was getting into like I really didn't want to like go to work and stuff like that and shit. Yeah.
It was making me depressed almost, bro. And then it would like mess with my algorithm. So like all my YouTube videos, regular conspiracy theory videos would now all be about that. And I'm just like, yo, let me get away from this. So then I started watching like trailers for movies, and I didn't know that there was so many cool things. Mortal Kombat looks amazing. But like I've been just distracting myself a lot lately, man.
Fuck yeah. That's what's up.
It's true, Nick. We supposed to be distracted by Iran. I can't see that they ain't been dropping no Lego bangers in a long time, bro. It's been a couple days since I heard
Right
a Lego
after you
banger.
told me about that, I ended up seeing those. I was like, oh, these are pretty good.
Bangers, bro. The one about Cash Patel is the last one I saw. And they had that boy with the big Miss Potato Head eyes on a Lego body. Bro, it's hilarious, bro. You got to see that one. That one was hilarious, bro. Dude talking about he about to sue somebody. Like, yo, don't be drunk on the job, man. If they got to kick your door down to wake you up to go to work, bro, you doing too much, bro. You ain't even in college no more. living like a college boy. You know what I mean? But
Fucking one thing I thought about when I listened to him though is that shit legit dead ass sounds like Eminem.
it does. It really does.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. I agree with you there. Fuck. I didn't mean to click that. That's all I got. That's everything for me. For the ticks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that is everything. I'm still kind of 50-50 on it, whether or not how much I believe in it and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot
The
of things line up, but I don't know. It's far fetched.
the Alpha Gal shit just, I mean, it did come out of nowhere, but it didn't just
Out of
come out of
nowhere.
nowhere. Like it didn't, yeah. And then, like you said, I don't want to be putting people's business out there, but somebody we know legit got it, and they know that they got it from that,
That's
like
it.
from a tick. Yeah,
Yep.
that's fucking
Ain't had meat
wild.
in a long time. Cheese, eggs, meat,
Wild.
anything that comes from an animal, any animal byproduct. Crazy, man.
Well, I was gonna say earlier too, and shit. Like, why does it have to be lab grown meat, 3D printed meat and shit? Like, sounds horrible, but I would be way more comfortable with eating like a GMO cow that they just bred that protein
Remove
out.
that protein from. Exactly.
Yeah. Like,
Exactly.
why does it gotta be a 3D printed steak?
I bet you it's more money to be made in the 3D printed steak. I guarantee you that's literally the only reason. I'll put my life on it. It's more money to be made by us eating them 3D printed steaks than them just changing the cow. Because they could do that
They
very
don't have
easily,
to
bro.
have the land for the cattle. They don't
Mm-hmm.
have to raise them up and feed them and
Exactly.
slaughter them. And
Yep. You know how much? You know how easy right now they can manipulate the genes of a snake or a snake of a cow and just have that cow breed with another cow that's just like it and make all cows with that one protein missing easily, bro. In 5 years, we have a nice supply of those cows available. Put a little special label on them. You know what I mean? Bam, there you go. But like you say, now you got to have land. You got to have feed. You got to clean up after them. You got to have people. You got to hire people to take care of them. When instead of all that, you just had that shit look like the Matrix, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's crisper than cows.
Motherfucking cray.
What if the ticks have a conspiracy that we gave the diseases to them? Nick is a damn fool. Yo, could you imagine that one mosquito that came back after biting Magic Johnson and was like, yo, guess who I just bit? He'd be like, scream.
The boss was just burning.
It'd be like scream. He'd be like, I'm feeling a little woozy here. I'm feeling a little woozy. Like, yeah, I bet you are, bro. Fuck.
Oh shit! God damn it! I'm glad I'm not the only one that has thoughts like that though. Because
I think about that type of shit all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but you know, that's where my brain goes, bro. Like, imagine
if we can just have free thoughts and think about shit like this, then why can't other parts
exactly, bro?
We know they communicate, so
they do, and who knows what their consciousness levels? Who knows what their consciousness levels are, bro? We just might not be in tune. They might be communicating through telepathy with each other all the time. We just don't know.
Yeah.
How you think hive mind works?
That motherfucking octopus are hilarious and sarcastic as fuck.
I know that they're assholes.
They got the driest humor and shit. Yeah.
Yep. They're assholes, I guarantee it. Bro, You just gave me a great idea. We should do a video about different, like you know how Dre had different breeds of
Snakes.
snakes, the personalities. Shout out to Dre the Snake God.
Fuck yeah.
Uh, we should do that with like just every animal ever in the world, just the personalities of, you know, because owls, I feel like would be like Count Dracula.
For some reason, I always
Just
think of owls as like Gandalf, like wizards.
okay, all right. You've been propagandized, I see. Yo, I hate owls for those who don't know, man. It's the scariest thing on earth to me. And they like got this thing of, oh, the wise old owl. Like, no, dude, don't give him his compliments, dude. That motherfucker's not wise. He's a crackhead. He's coked up. That's why his eyes so big. Why you think you stay up all night, bro? It's the cocaine, man. Stop playing with me, bro. Straight up. Yeah, bro.
Damn, that's funny as fuck. Because I don't know if you ever seen a fucking crackhead or they do their exactly like the movements
Exactly,
of an owl,
dude.
bro. Look at
They be doing that. The head thing. Oh, this was such a good episode, bro. I had fun tonight, bro.
Yeah. That's funny as fuck.
Jesus Christ, bro. Owls are crackheads of nature, bro. Damn it. Damn it. It all makes sense now, bro. That's why they be fucking peeking around. They never blink. They just stare at you until you give them something. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. This is crazy, bro.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah. They got the biggest. Yeah. They're freaky, bro. They're not made to be. They're not built correctly at all.
That's crazy.
They're not built correctly. Yeah. And their faces funnel sound into their ears. Why? Like, man, I don't want to think about owls no more, man. Next week, we're gonna talk about all these scientists, man, that's been popping up missing, that's been unalived with mysterious circumstances. There's always that movie cliche of like the guy whispering through the payphone, hey, they're doing blah 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 blah, and then having to like sneak around and look over his shoulder for the rest of his life because like they're gonna come get me and blah blah. And you used to think, oh, that's crazy, bro. That's movies are wild, but bro, that's real, bro. You say the wrong thing, bro, you literally got to worry about people sitting outside your house getting prank called, all kind of stuff, man. Yeah, bro. People popping up at restaurants and just scaring you just to let you know, hey, I'm here. I'm this close to you. Anytime I want to, you know, reach out and touch you, I can't. Bro, that shit's scary, bro. And that's real life. Like, that shit happens. So we'll dive into that. Next week, we're going to talk about dude that just died today. I just forgot his name. God damn. David. Shoot.
I should be forgetting people's names all the time and shit, too.
Hold on. I'm going to find it.
We were just talking about him, too.
Where is he? Where is he? Oh shoot, his name ain't even on here now. Hold on.
Get out of here. Oh, you know what's crazy though is that his family hasn't confirmed
David Wilcock. That's his name. David Wilcock.
That
his family hasn't. Only the police, which is weird.
Yeah.
Not even the police, just the state attorney or whatever, or state police or whatever it is. It's really crazy, bro. They talk about. We'll talk about it next week. I don't want to dive into it too much, but his name is David Wilcock. Is his name? You'll recognize him right away when you see him. He looked like an adult
Yep.
child.
He does.
Straight up. He looked like JoJo Siwa in the face, bro. Straight up.
That's because he got that fucking 18 head.
Yeah, dude, that big ass forehead, bro. And then the other girl, hold on, what's the girl name? I'm gonna find the girl name too.
Joey was. Oh shit.
Her name is. She worked for NASA. Her name is Amy Eskridge. Eskridge. We're gonna talk about her too, because she.
Her case, and I don't know, in my opinion, her case is super creepy.
Super weird, bro. She's doing the whole anti-gravity thing. She worked for NASA. She went to MIT. It's very freaky stuff going on in the world right now. So we'll get into it next week. We ain't gonna tell you exactly who we think is behind it, but I'm sure you can put two and two together. Pretty smart.
Yeah. I hope you guys can.
Smart. Yeah, y'all got to be smart enough to put it all together.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody, that concludes our tick episode. Appreciate everybody tapping in.
Thank y'all so much.
Like I said, come back next week for that episode. Join us this Saturday on Wizard's channel for Sophisticated Ignorance. Just hang out and bullshit. Party,
oh yeah,
bullshit.
Party and bullshit.
Hell
Party
yeah.
and bullshit. Hell yeah.
That's what it's all about. And shit. Hell yeah. I always look forward to it at the end of the week, just to be able to.
Me too. Unwind, bro. Exactly. That's why it's a thing that I have to keep doing, bro. I have to. Yes. Just for that reason. So hell yeah. Appreciate you. Cookie Main.
Cookie Main, what up?
Hashtag replay gang.
Yeah, hashtag replay gang.
Are y'all out there too?
Everybody, yeah. If you're just catching this on the replay, definitely drop a comment and the hashtag, let me know and shit. I love getting those notifications when I'm at work and stuff. I love it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And
Snakes and Coffee, tap in every Monday.
Coffee.
Shout out to the homie Tommy for tapping in.
Thank you. Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
That was dope.
Need to get another episode like that.
That was a 420 episode too, huh?
Yes.
Was that on 420? How appropriate.
They go as planned, but yeah.
How appropriate. And then Reptile X-Files coming soon, so ring them notification bells. Yes. You know what I'm saying? If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And stay in tune with your boy Posty, man.
Yeah. And if y'all been asking me, a lot of people, for the tinfoil hat. To be honest, right now the cost of them is just way too high to like make a whole bunch of them for people to be able to buy, unless you guys want to pay like $150 a hat.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not sure how busy Nick wants to be printing out hats.
Shout out to Nick.
But I am working on trying to find a source and trying to get that done for y'all. In the meantime, though, you guys can go on my Printify. Link is right here in my YouTube page, and get you one of these bad boys.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
Tinfoil Fitted. Did it.
Super dope.
Hell yeah.
Not slacking on the back.
Hey, let's go. That's fire. Yeah. That's fire.
Everybody can just scan your back paws and bring them right here, and they're gonna find something in this channel or this community that they're gonna like. So
hell yeah. Good shit. Shout out to Nick too, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, Nick. And yeah, catch you guys freaking next week. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all have a great night.
Peace.
Peace.